Hello, 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 hello. It's Whiskey Wednesday, and I'm not live this week. I did say I wasn't going to be live. I've got too much going on really at the moment. So I thought I'd do a recording for a change, and I can actually have it run the right way, and have a chill, and a relax, and just concentrate on what I want to talk about, what I want to do really. Anyway, I hope you're all well. How hot is it? It's ridiculous. I'm absolutely boiling in my studio tonight. Unbelievably so. But welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. I've still got my Glenfarclas from last week, which is brilliant. I've got a lot left there. I did go over the top last week. Did have a few. Hey, yeah, I do apologise about last week as well. Anyway, we're in Shiny Precious Metals glass with a 365 supplied, not ice cube, but it was made in a 365 supplied ice cube maker. I love them. They're nice and big. So cheers, everybody. Wow, that's nice. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. Oh, right, let's have a little travel around the board. As always, we have the Cobra stacker down in the end here. Hello Cobra, how are you? And then we've got Camel Finance, represented by the Camel and the Stack Collector. Here you are, mate. One Stack Collector. And we've got our board, we've got Gold, Silver, Hunter, Your Time Is Now, Gold is Gold and Silver. We've got Scott Silver up there as well. And we've got up here, Addicted to Precious Metals, Cobra Stacker, CY Sterling, 365, Stephen, God's Money Stephen, the Stack Collector, Stacker Social, Daft Precious Metals, Nerd UK, Blistering Barnacles Adventures. Swiftly coming down to, we've got Codius. We have Jim's present there, Jim from Australia. Very kindly he sent me that. Who else we got over there? Don't think we've got anyone else over there. No, and then we come all the way down to this end, and we've got 3D65 end, the copper end, and we've got all sorts of poker chips there. We've got Gold, Silver, Hunter. Your Time Is Now, 365, Gold is Gold and Silver, Stack Collector, Addicted to Precious Metals, Nerd UK, Blistering Barnacles, Adventures, Scott Silver. We have, oh crikey, stop it. Daft Precious Metals, Stacker Social, and Stephen's Old Poker Chip with a load of copper pieces. And I've started to collect up my burning candle remnants, which is pretty cool as they start to burn away in the corners there. I'm just replacing them every week. I'll do something with them eventually. Yeah, that's everybody, which is nice. I'm loving this new tripod thing. So much easier to use. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, it's horrible. How are you all getting on with this weather? It's flipping horrible, isn't it? Horrible to work in, but hey ho, we mustn't grumble. Well, no, we must grumble. It's good grumbling. I love grumbling. It's great. Cheers. Right, we can put that back. So, what's been going on since I last spoke? Yeah, well, last week was a complete nightmare. I do apologise about it. It's a lesson learned, obviously. I can't do a live with more than one person. when I'm using a mobile. So I didn't know that, but obviously I do now, which sort of, pardon me, cocked up last week's idea. But we got round it eventually. I threw my toys out the pram a little bit and I calmed down. Didn't have enough time to try and sort it out, really, to be fair. But we did a recording, and yeah, it was really cool. Goldie come on, had a bit of a giggle, which was really cool. Camel was on there, obviously, and then Cobra jumped on for a little while halfway through, which was quite nice. Yeah, it was a proper little chat, and I'll have to get my head around OBS or way of doing all this. I might have to I don't know, I might have to set up a small setup, a small Whiskey Wednesday setup, although this setup is just all about Whiskey Wednesday, isn't it? It's a really difficult one, really, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to get too mad over it all, but anyway, that was pretty good. And what else have I been doing? What was that, Wednesday, wasn't it? Thursday, I don't think I did anything Thursday. I was working, just watching the normal stuff. Friday, obviously Friday was really cool. One, the Cobra's auction was on. Although I'm just so fed up with myself with that. It's so depressing for me to watch that now. So what I try to do is in the early part, I've been trying to do some recordings with different I was going to say different stack collectors. I don't know why I was going to say that. I have no idea what I was going to say. Different, oh crikey, I can feel the word but I can't say it. Different creators, of course, for the community. So yeah, I've dedicated that to Friday evenings. And that was really great because I had Future Investments on the What podcast. If anyone hasn't seen it, then yeah, get over there and have a look at it. It's a really interesting listen. I had a great chat with him, got to know him a lot better, and hopefully, because I got to know him a lot better, then everyone else should be able to get to know him a lot better. We had a cracking chat, really interesting. Yeah, really enjoyed that a lot. So yeah, thank you Future Investments for coming on. Enjoyed that one. Lots and lots. Excuse me. Then after that, I jumped on the Cobra's auction, just to give them a bit of support, really. I am struggling personally, looking at all this lovely stuff, considering I love all this lovely stuff. But I'm so disciplined not to buy anything at the moment. So far, so good. Doing okay, getting there, which is good, even with all the lovely temptations that are put in front of us. I'm holding my own with it all. And then Saturday, I missed the live stack chat, which I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was doing something, but I didn't realise he didn't have anyone on. If I'd known that, I would have jumped on just to keep him company. But it seemed like he really enjoyed being solo. And to be fair, it was a really lovely listen on Sunday morning. And pardon me, and that's normally the time I normally watch him on a Sunday morning. So that was great, really good. I think he's got, who's he got on this week coming? I think it's Coin Noob on this Saturday, I believe. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's right. Then I believe the week after is Cobra Stacker, which would be really interesting. Always look forward to listening to Cobra. Never short of anything to say is Cobra. Love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, that was Saturday stroke Sunday. In between all of that, obviously I've been I watch Camel's Camel's channel every day just to keep updated in what's going on. I have also, I've actually calmed down my input into YouTube. I've had to calm it down a little bit because I might talk about it in a minute. I've got a few things that you know, 2.5 years in, 3 years in, you know, my journey, my mind's changing a little bit, so as it does always. But yeah, maybe I'll come on to that in a little while. But let me just pause that, and then we start again. It's so much easier just to press buttons on this now. It's brilliant. But what I have been doing in between all this, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I did a couple of little updates in the garden, which is always good fun, just chill out ones, chill out videos. But I have been not desperately, I have been really trying my hardest to get my head around Discord. I was talking about that the other day on one of my videos. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's too much in it. Can never be too much. I didn't do the bottle, did I? I do love that noise. Yeah, trying to get my head around Discord, what it all means. And yeah, that's work in progress for me. There's lots of things you younger guys are obviously so much at home with all this tech, but I'm really trying hard to understand it and trying to interact, and everyone's making me welcome when I'm on there. I'm missing the movie nights. Come on, Primo, sort it out. They're really cool. Do like those. It's a great place just for me to go and relax, you know, and just have a listen and have a chat. And later on in the evenings, especially at weekends, that's quite a nice thing to do. So yeah, looking forward to it, but I am definitely getting my head around Discord. I'm not sure how deep I'm going to go into it. I really don't know, but I just need to chill out a little bit at the moment with it all, because life's good for me and the weather's good. So I need to take a chill pill with it all. But yeah, I'm getting my head around it. What's going on this weekend? The What podcast, I'm really pleased with that. That's working really well. That's growing at a wonderful rate. Thank you very much for anyone that watches it and subscribes and views and does all the stuff that you do. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's I am 100% really enjoying watching to see what I can do with it and where I can take it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it absolutely loads and loads. So what's coming up? We've got another 2 swigs and a cig recording this Saturday. That'll be out Sunday. I think from the last one we decided that I was going to let the boys pick a subject for the next 2 weeks, and I think Cobra's picking a subject, although I did speak to him this morning and he still hadn't picked a subject, so hopefully he's going to pick a subject. If not, I'll have to sort something out. But yeah, that's going to be really cool, really interesting, especially with everything that's going on at the moment. I'm just going to take that opportunity now, because we all know that there's a lot of oh crikey, a bit of chaos going on in the UK at the moment. It's becoming very much more on our screens, especially across social media. The very tragic, I find it hard to talk about it, but being a grandfather and a father, the tragic situation that happened in Southport. And I know there's tragic situations all around the world, and I have great sympathy for everything, but this is closer to home now, and it sort of hits home more. Well, it has for me personally. It's tragic, and for the life of me, I cannot understand. I saw 3 pictures of the 3 little ones that have died, and I didn't realise they were that young. There's, I'm sure there's people listening to this Whiskey Wednesday that have probably got children that young, and it's just, I don't know what to say really. Other than it's fucking awful. It really is. It's worrying. I didn't think that although there's a lot of shit going on in the world, I've always felt that in the UK, maybe it's naivety or not, I really don't know, but I always thought it was relatively safe. As streets, I know there's problems, and God, I've been a part of that problem to a degree when I was younger, but not to the stage where if my children were that young, if I go back, oh crikey, 20 years, and my children were that young, I never felt that I couldn't take them anywhere and not feel safe. And that's becoming an issue now. It really is. And I hope that whatever's got to happen happens sooner rather than later to sort this all out. Yeah, there's a lot of speculation. There could be a lot of conspiracy, as you can call it, but at the fucking end of at the end of the day, to see innocents mutilated, killed, I don't know, so unnecessary. But as you can hear, I really struggle with it. I struggle big time with it. It doesn't make sense. It does make sense, but it does not make sense. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Bloody hell, bloody hell, bloody hell. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that because it's frigging depressing. But I thought it was very poignant to talk about it because I don't know, man. You know, I look around me, look at all this stuff, and I just think, yeah, wow, it's cool. But then I've just got these pictures of these 3 little girls in my head now, and it's just fucking terrible, unbelievable, mad. I just want to really rant, but I mustn't. Anyway, maybe for another time. But I thought it was best said. Hopefully everything gets sorted out. Please look after yourselves. Please look after your families. Be vigilant. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Yeah, mad. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Fucking crazy. Anyway, that's that, because I'll just start swearing more and more and ranting more and more. Maybe I should, I don't know. Hey ho. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Where was I? But God bless them, and God bless the parents, and friggin' hell, man. Move on, CPM, move on. Okay, so yeah, where was I? I was talking about the podcast. We've got that going on this weekend. Now, what is really exciting is Friday night, I have the complete privilege of having the Stat Collector coming to have a chat with me on the podcast. I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm really privileged I've been watching all of these guys. Most of these guys I've watched from pretty much day one. And now they're coming on my channel, on my podcast, and we're having conversations. So I'm very privileged and I'm very honoured, and it's that exciting for me to create a space that's quite different. I don't think anyone else is doing anything like this, and that's just to allow people to come on, but in a safe space, to be able to freely talk about what they're comfortable with talking about, and for us as the viewers, because I'm a bigger fan of the Stack Collector than everyone else I've had on my channel so far. I'm just as big a fan, and it's really cool that I can create that space that people can come on and just openly and freely talk about their stories and say what they want to say, you know. And I see that as a real privilege from my point of view. I love it, I enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to the Stack Collector coming on. That will get recorded on Friday and will come out next Tuesday. So yeah, what a lucky boy I am, really. A lucky boy. Next, oh, I'm gonna sneeze, crikey. Oh, crikey. Oh, a little bit hay fever as well. Oh, not good. Anyway, what's next? Going forward, we're going to try something something quite unique for the podcast. We're going to, on Sunday the 11th of August, I'm going to have a open virtual pub night. We're going to try it with 6, 7, 8 of us. We're going to just record. We're going to have a relaxing time, a bit of a giggle, a bit of a laugh, talk about, just talk like we would be if we'd all met up physically down a pub. So I'm really looking forward to that. I did, I'm not sure whether I put it in the right place or not, I have no idea. But I have put, I'm going to openly ask a guest to come along. And I have put on the Discord group, Stackers Social Discord group. Hopefully I'm getting this right, 365. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. I am trying, mate. I'm really trying. But I put a post on there in the Creators Lounge that, yeah, if anyone wants to come on to have a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh, please express your interest. I think it's in the Creators Lounge. Express your interest. If there's, I think one person's already replied that would like to come on. But it's open to everybody. It really is, you know, and I'm sure it'll be successful. So if I have to do a bit of a lucky dip, if more than one person, hopefully more than one person would like to come on, you know, and I'm sure this is going to be a once a month type thing that we're going to do. Hopefully, if it's successful, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be. So please express your interest. I still haven't got my poker chips. Look, they're down here. My poker chips and stickers still haven't gone out yet. God, I'm trying to find that time. But I think I've got my envelopes, I've got my stamps, just haven't written them out yet. But I will be sending them out. Hopefully, just bear with me. You'll get something eventually. But they will come for sure. But yeah, have a look in Stackers Social Discord group, and yeah, go down to Creators Lounge and express an interest if you want to take part in that. Can I just say that one thing that I've had a bit of feedback from people that I've asked to do stuff with, and people that have been on, and they all say, especially if they're fairly new, all a little bit worried and concerned. Now, I get that, obviously, but please don't be, you know. It isn't a case of just throwing you in the deep end. I can assure you, I won't have none of it personally. I won't have anyone feeling uncomfortable. If I sense that anyone's feeling uncomfortable, then I'll sort that out, don't worry. But come on, you know, it's a great opportunity I am freely will give anyone. I've got a separate mobile that I use for all my social media, and I don't mind giving that out. And you know, we can build that a little bit of a relationship up before you come on anyway, so you don't feel like, oh god, like a fish out of water straight away. The guys that are on there and anyone that goes on there, well, everyone's in the same boat. It's really funny because before I start the recording, we're all on Zoom and there's a record button, but we're all there chatting and just chilling out and whatever. But it makes me die really, because like, as soon as I press the record button, everyone changes. It's like, oh, the record button's on, I've got to be something different. But I'm really pushing for people not to feel that they've got to, you know, be so aware that it's being recorded, and it takes time, you know. But you know, I'm sure there's quite a few people who would love to come on, but they're just like, oh no, I better not. But no, please reach out, chat. You know, it doesn't matter if you just want to talk to me outside of, you know, the recordings and whatever, just on WhatsApp or whatever. You just build that confidence up, and then come on, because the more you can have open. This is what I believe. The more you can have a open community setup where people are comfortable and confident, then as time goes on, we become stronger as a community. And you know, I can see that happening in Stacker Social quite a bit. I see it happening on Cobra's auction. It's happening, you know, more and more people are joining, and because they feel comfortable, because it's a comfortable experience. And that's down to us, the people that run all these sort of things, to make sure it's comfortable, you know, more than anything. But yeah, please, you know, if you really want to come on, you can come on. I'm not going to throw you in a deep end. If you're a little bit worried, just text me and we'll just get over it. We'll have a couple of little chats before we, you know, we do a recording. And yes, I'm so easygoing, it's ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm very firm and fair, and I won't have any shit, that's for sure. That is for sure. Anyway, moving on. So that's what's going on. Please reach out if you want to. Don't be shy. Don't be fucking shy, man. Community's got to build, you know. We can't all hide in one place or two places. We've got to build that community, because boy, oh boy, you've only got to look at what's going on in this bloody world of ours. Virtual or physical, community is going to be a very big part of our future, for sure. So yeah, don't be shy. Anyway, it's up to you guys. It will all carry on anyway. It'll all be here whenever you're ready, if you want to do it. But and also that weekend of the 11th, I think I've got Stephen on. Yeah, which I'm really looking forward to that chat, because we probably only see one side of Stephen, and it'd be really nice to hopefully get to know the many sides of Stephen. He's a brilliant guy. He supports this. He's supporting what I'm doing, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Yeah, he's a big. He loves a laugh. He loves a joke. But there's a big serious side to Stephen. He's a fantastically nice guy. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that a lot. Picking up on a video that I did find really funny was Daft Precious Metals. I presume he's on holiday. He might not be now, but he posted a few videos of when he was on holiday, and yeah, burying bloody silver in sand. Well, fair play, dude. And I love the hat. I love the silhouette, and I love the hat. Really good, made me chuckle. It's really nice to see some videos that make me chuckle more than anything. Yeah, really look forward to those. Right, moving on. I've said too much, haven't I? Already. Bloody hell. Right, I need to pause. Moving on. Talking to Stephen. Now, anyone that's been following my channel on Whiskey Wednesday, I've decided to not buy any silver other than encourage people to stack 1 ounce of silver every week. Now, I bought my first ounce. This is all I'm buying, guys. There is an exception, but I've spoken about that one. It's all I'm buying to inspire people to save a little bit of money in a little piece of precious metals once a week. And that's what I'm doing. I'm starting all over again, and I'm really enjoying it. So I bought my first one the first week, pardon me, and then I think I explained that I found a load of change that I'd been saving for ages, and that allowed me to buy 4 the second week. And then Stephen, bless him, has started to supply me at a very reasonable price. You need to check Stephen out. He will look after you for sure. Don't fuck him around. He's a legit guy, and he will do you a good deal for sure. He does, yeah. He's supporting what I'm trying to do, so he's supplying me with 1 ounce of silver a week, which is really flying by. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 ounces there already. Cool, which is really great. He even gave me a tube to put them in. Bless him. Now, last week, unfortunately, I didn't receive in time. I don't know what happened, but the post office screwed it up. And but Stephen did send it to me. I think I got it on the Thursday, so I've saved that. So we're going to open that up and add that to the stack, the 1 ounce a week stack challenge. Which, here we go. Here it is, another Britannia. They're all going to be Britannias. There's another one from his collection. 2018. I know he's got quite a few of these. So that's another one added. Oh, it's amazing how they add up. Crikey. It's a tight fit, Stephen. Bloody Nora, mate. There we go. A little bit toned, milk spotty, but I don't give a shit, because what I'm trying to do is just build up a little base stack, which hopefully you new guys out there, hopefully someone's doing the same with any luck, but I'm proving it can be done. So that's 7. It's lovely. 7. So cool. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And then this week's one, which is, here it is. Picked that up this morning. Thank you very much, Stephen. Still getting these under spot price. No, not spot price. Better than most places out there. I've been using Atkinson's because that sort of made sense, really, to use Atkinson's, but Stephen's coming up trumps. He's beating their price and delivered 2015 in a very tight packet again, Stephen. 2015, that's really cool. It's a cool design, Britannia. I've got a date run of Britannias, but unfortunately not in my home anymore because they've all gone away to the great secure stack outside of this property, which is cool. There we go, 2015. That's the latest in my 1 stack a week challenge. So we're doing well here, look. And before you know it, I mean, time flies by. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ounces of silver. It just, it's mad with time going by so quickly. So they can all go back in the tube. Great tip, turn it upside down and flip them in. Until next week. So thank you very much, Stephen. Guys, if I can do this and be disciplined for an older bugger like me to do it, then there's no reason why you guys can't do it as well. And then I'm going to try and, obviously we're going to try and get a base stack together. I reckon a full tube is a good starter. So that's 25 in a tube. So we're 8 to 816. We're just over, what was it, 2/3 there. So before you know it, that time's going to really fly by. Incredibly fly by. So there's no excuse. There is really no bloody excuse to be collecting. This is my pocket piece. What's that one up there? But that got a bit, I renewed it. I've got a nicer looking one, but this is on my pocket all the time. Well, practically all the time. Yeah, there's no excuse other than laziness, or I might be being disrespectful. Some people might not be able to afford it. They're costing me £29 a week. But considering I was paying, well, for me and my personal circumstances, I was buying a hell of a lot more than that. But anyway, doesn't matter. Hopefully, even if you're not doing 1 ounce a week, you can be doing 1/10 of an ounce. I think they do tenths. Do they do tenths? Yeah, I'm sure they do. I think you can do a 1/4 ounce Britannia. There's no reason why you can't do it, other than you don't want to do it. And I think that's what I'm proving to myself, and hopefully that's proving to other people as well. So long may that continue. And then I thought we'll get up to 25, we'll fill the tube, and then we'll push the boat a little bit, and then maybe we'll start, if the price of gold allows us to, we'll start pushing those little 1 grams. You know, maybe adding once a month a gram of gold. But we'll see how the prices go. We'll see how the environment goes. We'll see how the whole setup goes with what's going on in the world. So that's cool. Yeah, we've got 8 ounces of silver on that little. It's just so mounts up so quickly, and I've started collecting up my change again. Any change, it's very rare that we use cash anymore, but any change, if we go out and in my pocket change goes in a little container now, and as soon as I get up to that mark of 1 ounce of silver, I'll order another ounce of silver. So, you know, it isn't just a case of, you know, once a week buying an ounce of silver. Sometimes, you know, at some stages it might be 2, or other circumstances may think, oh crikey, I've got a little bit of extra money here. You know, you can actually buy a little bit more. The interesting thing is, and I'll work out a way of showing you guys, I've set up a complete new, I've got a spreadsheet, an itinerary spreadsheet of all of my precious metal, well actually my whole portfolio to be fair. And what I've done is I've done a new starter stack, collect precious metals for silver and gold. Obviously I haven't got any gold on that new thing, but I have for silver, and I'm tracking exactly my buy days, the spot prices, the premiums, and that's a fascinating, absolutely fascinating thing to do. I recommend that everybody does that from day one. If you're new to stacking, knock up a spreadsheet or find an app that will help you do it. It's the most wonderful visual that you can have from an investment point of view, because you know exactly where you are, what it's doing, and it educates you on the whole aspect of investing. I'm just going to pause this. And now, what do I mean by that? Well, from a silver point of view, I don't know whether apps allow you to do this, but I use Excel, and I'm quite au fait because of my previous career, having to use Excel and know how to set up formulas. But I've set up formulas so, you know, I can just change spot price, and it just changes everything. It changes all my premium, my profit and loss, with premium, without premium, just at spot, just at not, compared to what I bought it with, all that shit really. But it's so useful because you can actually see your silver investment, what it's doing on a regular basis, and it instantly, by playing with the spot figures, you can see how much you need spot price to be for you to be a positive profit and loss with your silver. And it's scary. I'm not going to hide this. It is frigging scary. With the premiums on silver, with VAT on silver, if you're buying it with VAT, it takes quite large movements in spot price to be able to see the possibility of making money. Now, without getting too complicated, if you add on inflation and money debasement, it's even more scarier. But I think that goes with every investment out there. It's scary fucking times, dudes. It really is. But I don't want to put anyone off here because I'm doing it and I've done it. It's still a sensible thing to do, in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, because I would rather store £29 a week into a piece of silver, okay, than think I haven't got anything for that £29 that I've spent. I've got something there, you know, 4 pints down a pub, it's gone. You know, you've drunk it and you pissed it in a trough in the pub or wherever you are. Which, yeah, great, you've had a good time or whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. When you get into the weeds of investment, you start to understand, by having an itinerary and a spreadsheet of this stuff, you start to understand what's going on in the marketplace, and where, if you want to build an investment growth portfolio, you start to, well, I've started to understand very quickly in the early days, but even more now, it's a continual process. You start to understand, because you've got figures in front of you, where you need to maybe start to split and build your portfolio. Now, I don't want to lose anyone that's new to this at this point. I will say, if you're just starting, then don't worry about what I'm saying. Just start and get going, because once you start going through that journey, and if you're really fucking taking it seriously, then you will have an avid interest in the rest of what I'm saying at some point in your journey, because it's really important. Because money's important, your time and energy that you're transferring into fiat currency, I don't want to lose everyone, but is really important. It's got a value, and that value is based on you, nothing else. It's all based on you. This is based on you. What you've got in front of you, what you're stacking, is based on your time and energy. And if you can start to get your head around that, that's a direct reflection of your time and energy, then you'll start to understand what I'm probably trying to put across. So for the new guys out there that are getting into it and that I'm trying to encourage to get to just stack 1 ounce a week, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're doing the right thing for sure, because you're dipping your toe in the pond, and you're starting, especially if you're young, you're getting in at a young age, and before long, hopefully if our community continues, hopefully if that community, and this is why we need some bit of wisdom out there, a bit of old school, been there, seen it, continually been there, seen it, and using life experience. It's all added into the new tech ways of what we're doing. So yeah, it's amazing. Getting back to my itinerary, when you start, and it doesn't matter if it's stocks and shares, crypto, fucking housing, if you buy houses, Jesus, look at me, as if we all do that every other week. Whatever you're investing in, it's so good to have a visual, because that visual, as long as the information you're putting into your visual is true and accurate, it will feed you back what you need to see. And then from that feedback, you will either ignore it, which tells a lot about where you are in your journey, or you will take it on board and think, excuse my language, there's going to be a lot of swearing tonight, but this is why I recorded it. You're sitting there, oh fuck it, I really need to sort this out because this isn't making sense. So that will take you on another journey to then try and learn what would make logical sense on your personal journey. So having that, it's been a game changer for me. I've been very lazy. It's only recently that I've set this up, but it's just been a game changer, another game changer. I wished I'd done it ages ago, but hindsight's a beautiful thing. All I can do is talk about it and let people know that through my experience, So whereas before I would have thrown my toys out the pram looking at the information and said, oh bloody hell, I am not going to really, if I continue to do this, I'm really going to really struggle, and I might have slagged silver off big time. But I don't now. What I find is it's relatively important to start, continue, be consistent, use proper information, and don't kid yourself or don't lie to yourself, because then you will start to diversify your portfolio through education. And it's massive. That bit of information, that little 1 minute of information there, I believe is a game changer if you're a hardworking guy, lady, boy, girl, and want to get on in life all the time. We've got a monetary setup, and we have to exchange our time and energy for money, and then we want to protect that time and energy. We need to understand where we need to store it, and you can't do that unless you start doing all the things that you really need to do. It's a game changer, massive game changer, really is. So it's important. My 1 ounce a week challenge is very important for any of you new guys. It's really important. Get to know people in the community, get to know Stacker Social, get to know the people in Stacker Social, get to know the people outside of Stacker Social, get to know, Cobra in the auction, you know, Camel Finance. There's so many people out there with, you know, the stack chat on a Saturday night is so interesting. And then just grow with your journey, but keep it your personal journey. It's so important. I think when I was talking to Future, we all have an A and we all have a B, and we're all trying to get from A to B. But if you blinker yourself that much getting from A to B, you forget what's in between A to B. And those bits that are in between A to B are just, if you're not open and observant to those, then sometimes you can delay getting to B, so then you can move on to C, and then you can move on to D. You can delay it because you're missing the obvious. So don't blinker yourself. Use the information out there. There's some great setups, as I said, like Stacker Social is really cool. Cobra is just like amazingly open, and the guy to go to, Stephen. I can just Stack Collector. There's so many. There's Future 365 personally. So there's just so many in the UK now that are so useful to listen to. But don't marry anyone. Don't fucking marry my ideas. You can create your own ideas, but you've got to start somewhere. Definitely. So years ago, I would have, and some people watching this would go, oh God, yeah, CPM, you always used to slag off silver. Well, there was a reason why I used to do it. That was my frustration, because I wasn't doing what I've just been talking about. I wasn't doing it. I've grown since then. And I can say, yeah, I was a dickhead then, because I was ignoring something because I was so blinkered. But I was ignoring the obvious. And the obvious was I wasn't taking full responsibility of my journey. And that's all it was. Nothing more, nothing less. So there we go, little rant, bit of swearing, bit of the old school CPM. Mad, dudes. So yeah, we're going to build this up. We'll fill this tube up. And then we'll move on to a little bit of gold. Please, guys, reach out. If anyone else is doing this, then it'd be really cool to know. But fuck it, it doesn't matter. You know, I say like it'd be really cool to know. Yeah, it'd be nice to know I'm not wasting my effort. But I'm not wasting my effort, because believe me, that even though maybe no one else is doing this, you know, it doesn't matter, because I'm doing it. And that's what I mean. I am doing it. I'm now revisiting something that is helping me not only grasp the ethics of maybe some of the shit I've forgotten over the last 3 years, but it's grounding me, it's helping me, hopefully it's helping others, but it's irrelevant if it is, and it's irrelevant if anyone else is doing it. The important thing is I consistently do it. You know, it's a great discipline. It's a fantastic discipline. And my blinkers are off, because I'm going from A to B with a very open mind now. And yeah, that's really cool. So hopefully that makes sense. Mad. I think I've blown smoke up enough people's asses tonight, which is cool. It's really cool. Yeah, what else is going on? Yeah, I mean, just moving on from that. I mean, yeah, I've built that portfolio up over the last 3 years. So I need to just calm down with everything now, and this is a great thing for me to calm me down. It really is. Yeah, I get frustrated. Yeah, I just think, oh my God, I wanna display stuff, but there's so many people out there sharing their stories, sharing their coins, sharing their shit. It's great. It's fantastic. There's loads of it. There's, Goldie's out there doing it. There's Your Time Is Now doing it. There's loads of stuff on Stacker Social. People are just posting all their stuff. So there's enough encouragement out there. There's a heap of a shop full of shit. If you watch Cobra's auctions and channel, you know, there's loads of it. So so for me, I've got to accept that I can be of hopefully a bit more value in a different way now. I've got my stuff, I've got what I need. The alternative to that is that, as I've always said, it's not an alternative. The only thing outside of all of that, if any of my collections, of my date runs, of what stuff I'm collecting, then obviously I'll be buying those. Pardon me. So like I said a few weeks ago, the latest Great Engravers coin come out, part of my collection, so I bought that. But I think the only thing left, let me think, is the Dragon Bar, which I've ordered. That should be here tomorrow. Outside of that, I think I'm waiting on the Emu, this year's Emu from the Perth Mint, because that's part of my collection. And if anyone can help me, what I am struggling with, I can put this out there. Let's see how good the community is, yeah? I'm looking for a 2024 T.N.V.E silver 1 ounce Bitcoin. It's the 2024 version. Most people are out of stock. I know Bold Precious Metals in America has got loads of them, or quite a few of them, but I don't want to order one coin from America. It's like stupid. If I can get it from the UK, that'd be great. I've had a look around, but the normal websites haven't got it. I might have missed some shit, so if anyone knows anything, please tell me in the comments of this Whiskey Wednesday. That'd be great. Or if anyone's got one for sale, I would willingly buy it off them, because that's another one of my collection pieces. Other than that, I have stopped my date run of kookaburras, which is a bit frustrating, because I could basically complete that almost, but no, I'm not going to. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait, just like everyone else has to wait that's starting, because that collection isn't anywhere, that date run collection isn't anywhere near finished. As for everything else, I think I'm up to date with everything, so it's really cool. Yeah, that's it. I like this. I was a little bit more myself tonight, not distracted by anything. Other than that, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all good. I hope life's treating you okay. Look after yourselves, guys. There's some fucking serious shit coming. While I'm finishing this whiskey off, I will say, yeah, be careful. There is so much influence out there on the internet through social media, whatever, but the internet as a rule, trying to, I feel sorry to a degree. I feel sorry for anyone getting into the space now, because there is so much out there. And as we go through, there's a great, I don't know if it's a great saying, but one of the things I believe in, as we go through more testing times, then the true reality of people, or their true personalities, their true setups, what they're all about, is reflected more and more and more. What do I mean by that? I mean that when money becomes more harder to get, because we're all committed to having it and wanting it, the temptation is to, for some people, and it's very easy to do this in a virtual world, is to deceive and scam. Now they're harsh words, and some people do it in a very, very, very clever way. So what I'm trying to say is, we're at difficult times. Anyone getting into it can be suckered in to information that is of the benefit to the person giving the information more than to the benefit of the person receiving it, if that makes sense. So you need to be very, very, very careful about what you're doing. Now, I have to say this because I know anyone that gets my poker chip, and quite often I put on the end of my videos, you've heard me always say, trust no one, verify everything, and I think that saying is going to become more and more true as the money bubble starts to get harder and harder on everybody. Because unfortunately we live in a world that money seems to, rightly, wrongly, it's a massive conversation outside of this one, it seems to be the controlling aspect of all of us. It really is. It's incredible how much it's the controlling aspect of all of our lives. If you can honestly turn around and say, if I can't earn money, I haven't got a life, then you need to sit there and seriously think, fuck me, how did we get into this mess? How did we get into that mess? And that's been a system that's been built into us for decades and decades and decades. And yeah, we're getting to that point where that system needs to roll over into something new. So the end part of that system is always going to be a bit of a nightmare to negotiate around. So you need your wits around you. You need your wits about you. One of the biggest things is this little exercise. Again, like, you know, it doesn't fucking matter if anyone's not following this. For me personally, that pure exercise is making me really seriously think about how I'm spending my money, what I'm spending it on, why I'm spending it. It's really making me think about my exchange of my time and energy. Am I getting maximum value storing it, or am I just pissing it away? Now that's fine. We can all piss it away when there's plenty coming in at the back door, because the back door is feeding the front door. But when the back door starts to dry up a little bit and it becomes harder, and when I say that, you have to look at inflation and the cost of everything. You know, that eats away at our back door, and it means the front door means we haven't got so much disposable. We're working just as hard, but everything's starting to fight against us. So we need to make sure that what we're doing and what we're creating and building, we need to really, really, really make sure that we're protecting it in the best way possible. And that's an ongoing process. And that really, really means if you're going to go out there and learn, you need to trust the information, but you need to verify the information. Yeah, it's a deep conversation, a real deep conversation. Watch the What podcast more and more, because I should be probing that more and more as time goes on. I should be talking about that more and more on a Whiskey Wednesday, because I think as time goes on, we're going to need that. Now, it all seems really negative. You know, I expect some people will watch this maybe and go, oh, fucking hell, that's really negative, I don't want to hear it. Well, unfortunately, that means you're denying yourself of something. That's up to you. I don't care. I ain't your daddy. Fuck's sakes, man. Anyway, I think that's enough for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed that one. A bit more relaxed. I'm not distracted by the chat. Kind of enjoyed that setup. I'm liking my new toy that I'm playing with. I haven't used all my whiskey. I'll probably have another one while I'm editing this one. But yeah, I think deep down, just please take care of yourselves. Take care of yourself. Be careful. Good luck with your challenges. If you're going to do your 1 ounce a week, it'd be nice to know if anyone is doing it. And don't say that you're doing it just to make me feel better, because that fucking will make me feel worse if I ever found out. But if you're genuinely doing it, then let people know. Encourage. If you want to grow this community, you guys out there, there's a few of you out there that really want to grow this community, and I really want to support you doing it. But if you really want to grow this community, have another whiskey, then you need to be a little bit more real, and you need to really support and get some product out there that's going to encourage people at that bottom end to get on the bandwagon and help them and support them, which I know a lot of you are doing, but we need to emphasize it more, because you're not going to grow a community if you're going to outreach and put people off by giving off a message to like more is better. What is better is just a little bit on a regular basis. But anyway, that's my money's worth. Love you all. Take good care. See you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you all. See you soon. Bye.